Hey guys, Chef Wu Can. How are you today? Today's Saturday, and basically, I want to start off the new year on the right foot. With all this chaos going on in the news, this new variant, the holidays are here, shopping, running around left and right. The last thing you want to do is spend a lot of time cooking. Now, previously, we had a lot of time before the holidays, so that wasn't a problem. But now that the holidays are here, the last thing you really want to hear is how to make a nice meal from a recipe and going out, buying all the goods and whatever. I'm going to make it easy for you today. If you love Italian food, today we're going to make a real simple dish, stuffed shells. All right? Very easy. Yes, Chef Who can diversify and go into other cuisines other than Asian. All right? I love stuffed shells. If you're looking for vegetarian type dish, go with the stuffed shells. All right? Basically, buy a box of the shells. All right? Now, you have two ways of cooking it. You can cook it well done, and it's very flexible, and you'll be able to stuff it, but the chances of it cracking are higher. And if you overcook the noodle, the shell, when you bake it, it's going to even cook it even further. So ultimately, what you're going to get is a stuffed shell that is going to be well done. And we don't want well done. We want basically a little al dente, doneness. All right, so what you should do is buy the box of shells, which I did. I boiled it, and I washed it for a little bit until it showed a little flexibility. The minute it shows a little flexibility with the shell, then take it out, right? It's still not completely done, but just take it out. And let the heat cook it a little further, all right? Before, I always said with noodles, put on the cold water, it will stop the cooking. But you don't really want to do that, all right? So basically, here are the shells. Okay. Now, this is for a family of 3 to 4 people, okay? And we're taking a part skin mozzarella at ShopRite. We're using about half of 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese. Okay? And what we did was we diced it. As you can see, we diced it a little bit here. Right? So what we're going to do is take a shell. And it's pretty open. It's still flexible. It's not cracked, right? That's what you want. And we're going to add about 3 diced pieces of mozzarella cheese in the shell. And we're going to do that for the majority of the shells. Now, in terms of how many shells, you may not want to use a whole box because you have 3 or 4 people. But if you have more than that, use the whole box. And you always can make it, then freeze it later on. All right? Now, you may worry about the sauce we're going to use. Any other day, we'll make it from scratch. Today, we use Classico. That was what was available in my pantry. As far as ricotta cheese, we're going to use about 15 ounces, 1 container at ShopRite. So, ricotta cheese is good, but when it gets heated up, it becomes meshy. So what we want to do is add 1 egg to this container of ricotta cheese. And we're going to add some, not fresh parsley, we're going to use dried parsley. It lasts longer, and you don't have to go out. This will always be in your cupboard. So we'll add about a tablespoon of parsley into the Parmesan cheese. Then we'll add 1 egg, all right? You want to bring it all together with that egg. Now, you mix it all together, and you got to think that once it's baking, the cheese is going to melt. Even the ricotta cheese is going to melt. So by the time you get it out of the oven, it may be a complete cheesy mess on the pan. So we're going to add a little bit of breadcrumbs. So with this dish, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Mix it up so it will bind better. So even if it does melt, the breadcrumbs will prevent it from falling apart. It will keep it together. We'll mix it thoroughly. Then we'll get a paper bag, one of these plastic bags, small one, right? We'll add all the ricotta mixture inside here, and we'll cut it at the end, a small cut, so that we can squeeze. We'll just turn it and squeeze it, all right? And this will fill up the shell, all right? So let's prepare it, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So for the holidays, Christmas is coming up. If you're thinking about making a quick dish or you have to bring a dish, don't get so sophisticated in terms of doing something from scratch. Buy these ingredients at your local store. It's easy, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the shell stuffed with ricotta cheese. We can open it up a little bit because it's not fully cooked, but yet it's still flexible. We cut a slit on this corner of the bag. So we'll just squeeze it. Okay? And that's it. That's one. We'll do it again. Squeeze it. 2. Squeeze again. 3. All right, so I'll show you again. We have the cheese in the stuff in the shell. Then we'll have the ricotta in the bag, and we'll just squeeze it out. All right, that's it. One more time, a couple more times. We'll take the cheese. Now we could add a little bit more cheese if you like. It's really up to you. But you want to have sort of like an even shot of, and you just hold it firm, squeeze it. We have another one right here. All right, and we'll have one more. This is simple, easy, and now you know that the chef can diversify into other cuisines. Remember, my name, Chef Who Can. I can do anything. All right, so parsley, around 2 tablespoons. So 1 container, 15 ounces of ricotta. 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. This is 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, so we use around half. Right? We still have some more stuffed shells. I'll probably make a little bit more later. But here we have a dish with dinner time. And now we're going to cover it with our sauce. I'm using classical tomato and basil. Just pour it on top. All right, so now the magic here is that, well, how the heck can you cook this when the shells are still not fully cooked? So we're going to take aluminum foil. Now we're going to wrap it. We're going to enclose it as tight as we can. We're going to put it in the oven at about 400 degrees, right? And that will create, the sauce has moisture in it. And that moisture will circulate within the aluminum foil. So that steam will start cooking the pasta, right? So you don't have to worry about that. So you're not going to get soggy shells anymore. You're going to get al dente shells, which are going to be delicious. All right. So the old way of doing it is to cook all the shells until it's well done. As you probably know that when you try to handle one of them, it's like very slippery. But these are al dente, and then it's easy to fill as long as they show a little flexibility. You can add the mozzarella cheese inside, right? Add the ricotta cheese. The ricotta cheese is a mixture of egg, parsley, maybe a little salt and pepper if you like, and then we add little breadcrumbs to firm it up all together, so that when it goes into the pot here and it starts cooking, you don't have to worry about it all coming out of the shell itself, which it happens. So you'll notice a lot of restaurants that have stuffed shells and the cheese doesn't come out. They may have put a little bit too much breadcrumbs, but we're going to keep this at 400 at about half an hour, 30 minutes, and you're done. All right, so just bear with me and we'll see what happens. So it's been about a half an hour in the toaster oven, basically at 400 degrees. And here it is, all complete. We're going to take the aluminum foil off. See how it's piping hot? Okay, you could add much more sauce if you want. That's really up to you. So we'll just plate it. We'll grab one or two. All right. And we'll add some Parmesan cheese to it. Now you see that steam? That steam was circulating inside the aluminum foil, so it's basically cooking the rest of the pasta if it was still undone. Now we'll just try it. And this is usually the best part of the whole video. So Italian food is fairly easy to do. Okay, we don't have the time to make the sauce. We don't have time to cook the pasta completely. We bought store-bought mozzarella. We bought store-bought ricotta, the cheese. But nobody's going to know once you put sauce on top. Here it is. Pasta is a little past al dente, but it's still got a chewiness to it. The mozzarella and the ricotta cheese combined together is delicious. And a little Parmesan cheese on top makes it perfect. Excellent. So, if you liked this video and you're looking forward to seeing some more simple and easy recipes, just press subscribe and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out. Give me a comment, and if you want, give me a thumbs up. And I will continue to do as many of these videos as I can. What's coming up next will be a simple wonton soup recipe. And after that, probably a roast pork lo mein recipe. Very, very easy. And the ingredients are very accessible. And you'll be amazed at how easy it is to make. All right, so thank you very much. My link is chefwucan.com. My other link on Etsy is chefwucancollection.etsy.com. That's all one word on the Etsy channel. And on that channel, we have a number of ingredients, Madagascar vanilla bean extract, pure, with actual Madagascar vanilla bean. Once you use it, you'll be able to add more alcohol to make another batch of it. We have a crunchy garlic chili oil relish. It's not just the chili oil, it's the relish too that it brings out that hotness. And we have sesame honey and cinnamon honey. Basically, whatever you use honey for, whether it's on toast, whether it's on your pancakes, pizza, anything practically, wherever you use honey on, or chicken, fried chicken, it's delicious. It adds another dimension of flavor to the honey. All right, so thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you again Chef who can, you can too. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.